Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. JB here with JB's RCs. Thanks for stopping by. Got a killer little running video for you today. Coming at you with the Vaterra Ascender with the Mitsubishi Pajero body on there. Call it my Vaterrajero. I had this little beast for quite some time. Bought the Vaterra chassis, Vaterra Ascender chassis used, and it had the Chevy Blazer square body on there. The body was quite large, stuck out quite a bit, and I wanted something a little different, so I went around and looked and found this Carisma Pajero body that fits on one of their chassis, and it seemed to work great on this. It had the correct wheelbase. I didn't have to adjust any of that. Really do love this Vaterra chassis. Really wish they would start making them again, or somebody would come out with a chassis similar to this. And I know it's difficult to get parts for them, but you can find parts, and if you need to, you can always change things and switch them around, like axles and stuff are a little bit tough to find. So if you have an axle problem, you can always just swap out some axles. Other than that, we're running a ISDT 70 ESC. So that's the 70 amp waterproof crawler ESC. It has a Bluetooth function on it that you can download an app to your phone to, and it connects to the Bluetooth on the ESC from your phone, and you can adjust all the parameters on there from your phone, which is pretty cool. So you could even adjust that stuff on the fly, which is very neat. Other than that, we're running the Holmes Hobbies Crawlmaster motor off that ESC, nice and smooth, as you can see. Still running stock gearing on this, so as you can see, it does crawl still very well, but it still has plenty of wheel speed for the trailing, which we're doing here. For the most part, we do a little crawling in this video as well, but mostly trailing here out at Santos Tiny Truck Trail. That's up in Ocala, Florida. Gorgeous day out. We're getting into the season where we're getting some really nice days in the 60s and 70s, and down in the 40s and 50s at night, which is really awesome for down here, especially this early in the season. Normally it's still quite warm down here. Got the deep dish 1.9 metal bead lock wagon wheels on there. Running the TSL Bogger tires on there from Proline. Great tire for these all-around trail runs. Probably one of my favorite all-around tires that they have out there. And then we're also running a NSDRC RS450. It's their new budget servo, and it's fantastic. The Vaterra chassis with the axles gives it a really good steering angle, and that NSDRC RS450 servo really turns those tires to the max. Plenty of power there. I don't really have any weight added to this minus those metal wheels. Like I said, other than that, it's pretty stock chassis-wise, suspension-wise, axles, drive shafts. Very, very fantastic. Oh, I take that back. I'm so sorry. It does have metal drive shafts on here as well. So I also have the adapters for the metal drive shafts where they connect to the axles themselves. Normally that's a different connection there. So you have to buy adapters that they still sell. I think it's Hot Racing maybe that sells them, or it could be, I'm not sure. Maybe it's Vanquish, but there are adapters out there, I'm sorry. So you can put normal drive shafts. You don't have to try to find the Vaterra drive shafts. So on this particular truck, and I think on all the Vaterras, the transfer case in the center has normal nubs that stick out with a little hole in them that you can connect any drive shaft to, really. And so I got metal drive shafts to match. But on the axles, they have a different connection that's actually connected inside of the axle, basically. So you get the adapters, that's just the spiral pinion gear in the axle that goes through the hole in the axle housing and connects to the drive shaft, and gives you that perfect mount with the little nub that sticks out with a little hole in it to put the lock screw into. So if you guys are having any problems with your drive shafts, you can upgrade to these metal drive shafts. You can just find a nice set of metal drive shafts with the right lengths, and that's what I did. So there is metal drive shafts on this and the metal wheels, so that is the extra weight that's on there. Again, not a ton of extra weight, but that did add a little bit. The body itself got that two-tone paint job on there with the purple on the top, and then that's the dark gunmetal on the bottom. With that, I love the faux spare tire on the back with the Pajero logo on it. I really love the look of this truck, and it performs, as you can see, wonderfully. Have no issues. A little bit of rubbing on the front there, so maybe we'll trim those front fenders just a little bit more. Nothing too crazy. Body fit great, like I said before. And yeah, running on 3S lipo as always. And I got the Flysky RXTX on there as always, my go-tos. And that's about it. So, like I said before, I love the Vaterra chassis. I have 2 of them. I'd like to get another, honestly. I'm not going to lie. Very fantastic the way they have it set up. I do have the battery running in the front of this. I actually have it attached up by the servo. So that's a little more weight in the front too. You know, just little tweaks here and there that I've done over the years. And upgrades really were just, I snapped the drive shaft and I needed a new set. And I couldn't find any stock ones that have the 2 different mounting ends. So I found the adapters to go on the axles and added those. And, you know, always wheels and tires for me. And then that body, like I said, the Blazer body was a little big and it was old and beat up pretty good too. So I ended up selling that to someone, or giving it away probably. I ended up giving away a lot of my old stuff when I go to swap meets. If you guys are in this area and you ever want some good free stuff, head to some swap meets and find me. If I still got stuff toward the end of the day at the swap meets, I usually just end up giving it away. I have so much stuff and not a lot of space to put it, so all the extra stuff that I'm not going to use, I usually just give out to somebody who's going to use it. And now it's fun. I am out riding around in these places that I go all the time down here in Florida. And I see people who I've given stuff to, and I'm like, oh, wait, those are the wheels and tires that I gave you. Or, oh, wait, that's the body I gave you. Or, oh, look at that front bumper. That's the one I gave you, isn't it? So it's just nice to see the stuff being used. But hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. It's almost over here. We do a little jump in at the end, too. Some fun stuff. So I always beat my trucks pretty good. Just, you know, got to put them to the test to make sure everything's working the way it should be. So if you guys have any questions, of course, about the truck or anything else, just leave them down in the comments. Other than that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell for future notifications. And we'll see you guys next time. Get out there and have some fun.